हाय एवरीवन एंड वेलकम बैक टू अ न्यू वीडियो ऑन रियलाइजेशंस। बस एक बार क्या क्रैक कर लो, अगर कोई आईएम मिल गया तो लाइफ सेट है। I think this is one of the most dangerous beliefs in the CAT ecosystem because every year thousands and lakhs of students get into the preparation of this exam thinking कि highest package तो 1 करोड़ upwards है, कुछ नहीं तो average package तो 35 LPA लग ही जाएगा। But that's not how placements work. ऐसा नहीं है that everyone who enters these colleges, even the top ones, get into their dream role, dream company, dream package even. And today I want to talk about the reality of IIM placements. Not to demotivate you, not to say that any of the IIMs are bad, but to give you a real picture of what is it that you're signing up for. Because no matter what an influencer says on the internet, the top IIMs of this country are great institutions. They give you such starting packages that are very difficult to get in this country. Yes, the IIM tag opens a lot of doors, but the doors do not open for everyone and all the doors are not the same. So in this video, let's honestly talk about the IIM placements, the summer internships, the day zero pressure, the difference between the CTC and the in-hand, the AI and the layoffs coming in. What is it that you should know before giving your time to prepare for years for such institutions? And if you're someone joining a B school this year, then most likely this will be an eye-opener and help you set a realistic expectations of what to expect as you get into the summer placements. So let's get started and let's begin with the summer placement process. Now, I don't know if you already know this, but the summer internship that you get in B schools is most likely determined by your pre-existing profile. Yes, the summer placements begin anytime between August to November, depending on the B school that you're joining. And think for yourself, you've joined the B school in either June or July. What is it that you can add in your profile in these 2 to 3 months that will absolutely change your profile? The most important things remain the same. Your 10 score, your 12 score, your UG marks, the quality of your work-ex, the company that you were working in, the things that you had achieved there, वो तो same ही रहेगा, and that's the major chunk of your CV. In the first 2 months, you're just settling in, getting started with your classes. Maybe, in the best case scenario, you will win one case competition, but that's just one resume point. So, लोगों को ये बिल्कुल समझ नहीं आता कि ऐसा कैसे हो रहा है कि अब तो मैं IIM में आ गया ना, अब तो past things should not matter, but ऐसा नहीं होता है. You carry your profile with you throughout these 2 years of the MBA, both for the final placements as well as for the summer placements. Summer placements में तो like the majority part of your CV. So no matter how passionate you are about a certain role, अगर आपके CV में उस चीज़ से related कोई point नहीं है तो आपको वो shortlist नहीं आएंगी. I've also seen something similar happening with people who are interested in marketing. Now they got into the B school thinking कि कुछ और try कर लिया, अभी मुझे B school में marketing role crack करना है. But if you have high work-ex, because marketing and sales companies usually prefer freshers. So if you don't have anything like that in your CV, no matter how badly you want it, आपको ऐसी shortlist नहीं आएंगी and those doors close for you. So don't get in with the expectation that the MBA, the B school that you've gotten into will completely reset or erase your profile if it was not good. It will only amplify it. अगर आप अच्छी प्रोफाइल के साथ घुस रहे हो, you will get more and more opportunities. और अगर आप एक बहुत ही एवरेज से प्रोफाइल के साथ घुस रहे हो, तो your opportunities will be very limited. Now let's talk about the placement structure itself. In most B schools, placements happens in slots, in clusters or days. The naming could vary depending from college to college, but the basic sense is the same, that certain companies come first and certain companies come later. And this is not as simple as it sounds. Through the years of conditioning, ऐसी implicit hierarchy बन चुकी है B schools में that they consider कि day -1 and day 0 companies are elite, day 1 companies are good or okay, and day 2 अगर तक तुमको रुकना पड़ रहा है, then there's something wrong with you. That is not true. But the people who are living in this MBA bubble, they start believing this, and this plays very badly with the psychology of students. ऐसा हो जाता है कि no matter what sector you want to go into, अगर वो कंपनी day 1 second half या day 2 या day 3 आ रही है, तो लोग वेट ही नहीं करना चाहते हैं. And इसका सबसे ज़्यादा फ़ायदा उठाती हैं consulting companies or the major companies that come in day 1. Now imagine this. You came into the B school thinking that you want a marketing role or a product role. बट सिंस एवरीवन अराउंड यू वाज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर कंसल्टिंग, आप भी कंसल्टिंग का प्रिपरेशन शुरू कर देते हो. एंड सीनियर्स ऑल्सो से कि कुछ भी करो, कंसल्टिंग की प्रेप तो कर ही लेना. एंड देन शॉर्टलिस्ट स्टार्ट कमिंग एंड एवरीवन अराउंड यू is just talking about the same things, discussing rankings and कौन सी कंपनी अच्छी है, कहाँ पे क्या होता है, ये सब. and you suddenly start feeling कि is it me who's making the mistake of not taking consulting seriously, because मुझे तो marketing या product में जाना था. And you really start doubting your choice, you really start doubting the reason why you came into the B school. And then the questions come in. Everyone will get placed on day 0 or day 1. मैं ही बच जाऊंगा. Should I really wait for day 1 or day 2? What if I don't get a role later? आगे वाले तो सारे companies तब तक चली जाएंगी. What if I'm the only one left unplaced? I don't want to be left behind. And this fear pushes most students to apply for roles they don't want. And I feel this is one of the biggest problems with the current process, because the students choose the earliest good-looking company that they'll get instead of actually waiting and working for the roles or the sectors they actually want. And that is why the consulting hype becomes reinforcing. People take that up because it feels like the fastest prestigious choice. But here's the truth. Getting a day 0 role does not mean that your life is set and you will be forever happy. Or that not getting a day 0 role means that your life is over. ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. People realize 1 to 2 years into their careers कि कैसे कुछ बहुत अच्छे रोल्स आ रहे थे day 1 और day 2 में, बट लोगों ने उसका वेट ही नहीं किया because they gave into this hype. So if you're someone getting into a B school this year, please don't let this happen to you. If you genuinely want consulting, kudos, go for it, prepare well, crack the best companies. But if you know that you do not want consulting or the typical roles that are sold in B school as the most prestigious ones, if you know you don't want that, then please hold your ground, please hold your patience and prepare well and apply for those roles and sectors that you're genuinely interested in. The reason why you got into the B school, why you prepared so hard. Now let's come to the most marketed part of the MBA, the package. Every year we see these headlines. Average package 35 LPA, highest package 1 CR, 100% placements. But as aspirants, you need to learn how to read these numbers. It's simple maths that average is basically the sum of the numbers divided by the number of numbers. So if there are some students in the batch getting a really high package, then they, by mathematics, pull the average really high up. Median is a somewhat better indication of the distribution because it shows the middle number. 50% of the students would have gotten a higher package and 50% of the students would have gotten a lower package, but एक rough estimation लग रहा है, okay, what's the distribution like? So learn to see the difference. The next thing is the difference between the CTC and the in-hand. Yes, the number that you see on these reports is the CTC and can be very, very different from the fixed pay as well as the in-hand salary. Because this CTC includes everything from the joining bonus, retention bonus, variable pay, allowances, sometimes even gratuity, relocation bonus and insurance. So you cannot in any way think कि आपको CTC divided by 12 मिलने वाला है हर महीने. भाई टैक्स ही कट जाता है 30%. उसके बाद there are so many factors that are dependent on your performance, on whether you meet your targets or not. So before you get excited about any package that you hear, ask yourself the questions. What's the fixed component? What are the other things involved? इसमें ESOPs भी है क्या? And what's the value of those ESOPs? What all components are one time? And very importantly, whenever you're evaluating a B school, also ask कि that is last 25% को कितना पैसा मिल रहा है. Because your EMI will not be paid by the maximum earning potential of the college, or your rent will not be paid by the retention bonus that you get in the second year. Your life and expenses will depend on the in-hand salary that you get. So dig and find out what that number is going to be around. Next, 100% placements do not mean 100% dream roles. The 100% placements is one of the top selling points of the top B schools. Yes, agreed. Their recruiting system, their alumni, those are very, very strong. Yet, please don't assume that all students get the roles that they wanted or what they even expected. It does not mean that everyone got the average CTC or that everyone got the roles they wanted. It just means that the process closed for all students. Yes, there are the top X percentage of the batch, depending on the college, who get decent roles. But the later half of the batch, which could be 10%, 20%, even 50% for some colleges, who just had to accept any role that they were getting because of the pressure, because of the tiredness, because they were too afraid to wait. And even if they had waited, there is no guarantee कि उनको अपने पसंद का रोल मिल जाता. So students do the easier thing. They take up any role with any pay in any industry that they are getting. And it's also true that certain B schools asks their students to voluntarily opt out of the process because या तो उनके पास companies नहीं बची हैं या तो फिर they promise the students कि अभी opt out कर लो, in the background we'll keep bringing companies for you. Because उन्हें optics से बहुत फर्क पड़ता है, they need to show that 100% of their students got placed. So don't just hear 100% placements and assume कि भाई सबको अपनी dream role मिल गई होगी. The better questions to ask are bottom 20% का क्या हुआ? What kind of roles did they get? What was their fixed pay? How transparent are these placement reports? Is it audited? Because the outcome of the average student can be very, very different from the bottom quartile. And इसी point से related दूसरा point ये है that no matter how strong your profile, something that I've seen deciding what kind of placement you get in a B school is very much dependent on your communication skills, on your presentation skills. Because मैंने ये देखा है कि जो last के 40-50 बच्चे रह जाते हैं और even 10-20 in the best B schools, they are not the ones who don't have a good profile. भाई they could be having very good profile, very good marks, but the problem that comes is they are not able to talk freely, talk well. They are not able to present what is there in their CV. And इसीलिए it becomes very important for everyone trying to get into B schools to parallelly prepare for communication, because आप एक management degree में जा रहे हो जहाँ पे आपका काम ही होने वाला है to present ideas, to not just make reports but to explain how it's going to impact. If the companies are paying you such high salaries, they expect you to be confident, they expect you to speak well, they expect clarity. So again, an elder sister free advice, if you're someone preparing for CAT or someone getting into a B school this year, please practice communication, practice public speaking, build opinions, build ideas that you can talk about, record yourself talking. If nothing, then start a channel where it's just you talking about things, because your communication skills will go a very long way and will be a big deciding factor for the kind of roles that you get. The next point is that not all post-MBA roles are as glamorous as you imagine or as they are portrayed to be. Because for some reason, we are sold this idea that टॉप IIM से MBA कर लिया, उसके बाद तो यू विल बी मेकिंग मार्केटिंग स्ट्रैटेजीज, मीटिंग CXOs. अगर कंसल्टिंग कर रहे हो तो भाई तुम तो CEO को ही जा करके एडवाइस दोगे. ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं होता है. Most post-MBA roles are around building Excel, around data manipulation and drawing insights from data, building PPTs, on-ground sales roles, a lot of customer interaction and understanding the industry, जिसके लिए आपको ground work करना होता है. A lot of stakeholder management, creating dashboards, and a lot of these roles require really long hours, working late into the night, maybe even a lot of travel. Even consulting for that matter, which is made to appear the most glamorous of all roles, that requires endless travel, really, really long working hours, flying out every week, working mostly on decks and Excel, and not directly going and talking to the CXOs of the companies. शुरू में आपका रोल बहुत छोटा and mostly individual contributor का ही होता है. In finance too, the roles are very repetitive, very detail oriented and very high pressure. Tiniest of mistakes could cost millions. और इसके लिए you have to spend a lot of hours. I'm not saying that these roles are bad. All I'm saying is कि bring your expectations closer to the reality. Yes, these are very good learning opportunities. You're learning about the industry, you're learning leadership, you're learning how to talk to clients, build Excel, because that is the underlying main work that you're doing. That is where the insights are coming from, that the partner will go on to present. But at the end of the day, they are still jobs. They are still normal jobs. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो दुनिया बदल रहे हैं. So please don't enter the B school thinking that your everyday work will be like a Shark Tank episode. The next point is about layoffs, AI, the changing times, and how that's changing the hiring process. Let's zoom out a bit. The MBA placements depend on the economy. If the economy is doing well, companies hire in bulk, pay more. But if the economy or the general political situation is bad, companies also are afraid of uncertainty and they hire less. And what is happening in the world of tech is something we are all aware of. So one entire industry that hired product managers and a lot of tech plus management related roles, वो roles बहुत ही कम होते जा रहे हैं. If any sector is affected, that has a ripple effect on other sectors. Startups कम hire करेंगे, consulting को अगर demand कम दिखेगा तो they will hire less. Plus there is AI. Of course, AI will not just make MBA graduates irrelevant in a day, but the effects are visible. जो initial post MBA roles होती हैं, they are very easily replaceable by AI. And if you do not build the AI skills that will make you stand out, then chances are that slowly, like in a certain number of years, the time will come when getting placed even from the top B school will become very difficult. And this is why building really strong skills, not just being dependent on the kind of roles that your college can bring, उससे ऊपर उठना पड़ेगा. You will have to use all AI tools available very smartly. See कि आप data, insights, thoughts, opinions को combine कैसे कर सकते हो. How is it that you can stand out? Start building your own projects, start building your own personal brand, build data comfort, build AI comfort, build domain knowledge, build better communication, build stronger judgment. Because मान लो कि आपको आपके टैग ने पहली जॉब दिला भी दी, पर उसके बाद the market is ruthless and it's becoming more and more competitive with every passing day. And उसके बाद you are on your own. दीदी आपने इतनी सारी नेगेटिव चीज़ें बता दी. Now should I even go for the top IIM? Should I even prepare for CAT? And the answer is yes, thoughtfully, and only if it makes sense for you and your situation. Yes, the top IIMs in this country are one of the best launch pads that you could get early on. Yes, they give you an amazing network. Yes, they give you an amazing brand name. There will be a huge learning curve. The initial pay will be really good. But please go with your ears and eyes open. If the world is changing, the MBA placements will also change. Don't assume that the 100% placements means that 100% people will get the kind of roles they wanted. Don't go assuming that the IIM tag will compensate for your lack of communication skills or your lack of solid hard skills. Before joining any school, do your research. What will be the actual cost, the opportunity cost that you will not be earning 2 years, the fees, the living expenses, the traveling expenses, and what is the kind of roles that the B school can get you. And here, don't just see the CTC, see everything that we discussed in the video. See if the college offers the kind of roles that are a fit for you. Check the outcome of the bottom 20%. Actively talk to people who have actually studied from the college. And uske baad calculate what is the specific ROI for you. Because let's be honest, MBA is one of the most expensive degrees in the country. You are foregoing a lot of things to make that happen, and it's only wise to take that plunge if it's a right choice for you. And once you get in, no matter how amazing that B school is, don't just be dependent on that college. Build your CV from day one, start building skills, start doing projects on your own, start reaching out to startups on your own for any life project or any other thing. Build things on your own. अब तो चीज़ें बहुत आसान होते जा रही हैं AI के साथ. Don't just look at the buzzwords, actually implement, actually apply them. If you're someone preparing for CAT, please don't be demotivated by this. That was never the intention. The intention was just to bring you in touch with the reality of the changing times and therefore the changing reality of the IIM placements. Because the goal is never just to get into an IIM. The goal is to build a lifelong career that is aligned to you and the life you want. I hope this was helpful, and I hope it gave you a true picture of what is happening in the top B schools in the country right now. Please subscribe, like, comment, and drop more topics for next videos that I should be covering, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.